Welcome to New York. You know, I was born just a few minutes from here across the Hudson at a fairly young age and ultimately lived here for a few years. Now, thank God, Bianca's seen all of the must-sees already, so we'll focus on the more obscure this time around. Our home is Harlem this time around, and in Harlem, we like our coffee black. Now you know what $9 worth of coffee looks like in Harlem. We're on Houston, between Lower East Side and East Village, my old stomping grounds. This is where I lived. Russ and daughters for breakfast. The Russ family bringing you bagels and lox since 1914. 109 years. What'd you get?
Caviar, cream cheese, everything bagel.
Now you know what $29 worth of bagels looks like. A statue of Vladimir Lenin used to be on top of that white building with the clock. They've moved him, and we're gonna find him. Beloga, have you seen When Harry Met Sally?
No.
You don't deserve to come into Katz's Deli. Pastrami sandwich on rye for only $25.95. So Lenin used to be in this white building called Red Square. The owner sold it, and he bought this building over here, and he brought his Lenin statue with him. Michael Rosen is the owner, and he found this Lenin statue in 1989 in the backyard outside of Moscow in the trash. This statue was commissioned by the USSR in 1989, but it never saw the light of day in Soviet Union. We crossed Houston on Avenue B, East Village. You want to see where I live?
Yeah.
In the old days? The biggest change that I've noticed in New York since I left it decades ago is the smell of weed everywhere. There's nowhere we've been so far where you don't smell weed. It's legalized now. All right, here's my building, 190 East 7th Street, Tompkins Square Plaza, 7th and B.
Hey, what's up, bro?
You remember me?
Yeah, what?
Diego, how are you doing?
How are you? Good to see you.
So we're heading to the top of my old building, and the top 2 floors over there, that was mine. When I left, my rent was $4,260 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-floor penthouse. Now, Diego, the doorman, just told me it's renting for $8,000 a month. Believe that? $8,000 a month. So that's where the Twin Towers once stood. And it was on this balcony that I saw the second plane hit one of the towers on 9/11. On the day of the attack, I kept training my camera on the Empire State Building, thinking that that was going to be next. This is Tompkins Square Park, where I used to get my drugs in the very beginning stages of my New York life. Bianca's never seen a squirrel before.
I see squares, and there are 1,000 of them. Look at that.
What's your favorite Led Zeppelin album?
The last one, I think.
The answer should be Physical Graffiti. And here comes the building you're going to recognize from its cover. And look, a physical graffiti shop. That's cute. Now you know what $9 worth of tea looks like. Now we're walking around in the part of East Village called Ukrainian Village, due to the number of Ukrainians that ended up settling here. So here on Taras Shevchenko Place, Taras Shevchenko is a Ukrainian national poet, is the Ukrainian Catholic Church, St. George, right across from McSorley's Old Ale House, the old bar from 1854. It's 41 Cooper Union University from 2006. We're heading now to go eat a snack that originated in Eastern Europe, where Bianca's from. We're going to a knishery established in 1910, the oldest knishery in the United States. So it was 113 years ago that a Romanian Jewish immigrant from Romania opened up this knishery. Excited?
Thank you. Have a great day.
So there's the guy that started the knishery. Now you know what $12.95 worth of Knish looks like.
It's really good.
You like it?
Yeah.
That's jalapeno and cheese Knish. And mine's the classic potato Knish. It's snowing. Look, it's the fire station from Ghostbusters. Japanese style parking. Up to a half an hour for only $23. Look at this brutalist skyscraper with no windows. Unofficially, it's called the Long Lines Building, and it was built to survive nuclear fallout and exist off the grid for up to 2 weeks without issue. It's fortified, this skyscraper. It's used as a hub for NSA spying and to safeguard equipment for controversial government data collection and wiretapping and, probably many things illegal that the government does. Codenamed Titan Point. It was originally built during the Cold War to protect AT&T, for their long-distance telephone switches and equipment. Although AT&T doesn't have any other building like this. A lot of conspiracy theories around this building. All right, we're coming up to the mysterious bookshop. It's where I used to get all of my crime fiction. So this is the world's oldest and largest bookshop that stocks books only in which someone violently dies.
Wow.
It was founded in 1979 by Otto Pinsler.
This is an accessible station.
So we've left Tribeca. We're now in Lower Manhattan to see what was the largest clock in the world when it was built in 1971 by the famous graphic designer Rudolph de Harak. So read the clock. What time is it?
3:40 and 56 seconds.
So we're at the seaport, near the clock. It's a cluster of restored wharfside buildings from the early 1800s. A place to shop. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge. Crossing through the financial district now.
They tore down the wall and then they made it into a street. So it's just the path of the wall.
That guy's explaining.
I'm not hungry, but I miss Zabret hot dogs. Thank you. Good day. Look at that.
Cool.
So this restaurant, Trinity Place, is inside a converted bank vault. And this is the original bank vault door from 1904. This vault is unique. It has two 35-ton vault doors on both ends, as opposed to one. That was the standard, one, not two on both ends. Two 7% brew dogs and now Chinese?
Yeah.
Chinese. Do you need ice cream after all that spice, that chili olive, what was it, chili oil?
Yeah.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. We're in West Village, heading to my favorite jazz bar, Arthur's Tavern. We're gonna see if anything's going on there tonight. This is one of my favorite places for obscure musical instruments. I have a picture of me in front of this store from like 30 years ago. Are you impressed? Are you impressed?
Yeah.
Do you want any of these instruments? Two Boots, Pizza 101, used to be Club 101. It was an R&B club. There was a great band, a residency there. It was called the B-Side. Raj was the singer. Anyone remember Raj? Anyone remember Club 101? My favorite song by the B-Side was Mammary Glands from the Motherland. And I remember Raj, this little kid. I think he might have been half black, half Indian. He was singing it to a girl as she was crossing the stage to go to the bathroom. Mammary Glands from the Motherland. You know, she had big breasts. She smacked him so hard the microphone went flying. Knocked him down. Just a peek, just scouting for tomorrow. Arthur's Tavern, it's under new ownership apparently. It always used to be Christmas in there. They cleaned it up. I wonder if Sweet Georgia Brown is still playing there. Yeah, new ownership. Very, very sterile environment, but the jazz was nice.
I'm reporting live from the restroom at Marie's Crisis Café. They don't like you to take photos or record here. So I have to go to the restroom, and can you hear the singing outside? It's a place for all lovers of Broadway show tunes to come and sing around a piano in the middle of the bar. And it's been like this for at least the 30 years that I've known it. It's one of my favorite bars here in New York.
Okay, well, it's 9:30. I got shit to do back home. And now you know what a $306 day looks like in New York. You know, you get a hot dog, you get a Knish, you get a bagel, you get some Chinese food, a couple drinks. It's the most expensive city in the world. Happy Valentine's, Valentine.
Happy Valentine's.
Romantic breakfast in Harlem? Bagels, perhaps? Bo's Bagels? Very romantic. All right, Stein. Uncle Bud. Uncle Bud. It's George Washington and my ancestor, Lafayette. Yeah, I've been told I'm related to him. Now you know what $20 worth of bagels looks like. Better than yesterday's $30, and they don't taste bad. So it's $10 per person to go in. I asked him what there was to see here. I've been here before. Just wanted to see what their elevator pitch was. He said it's the largest church in the world, 2 football fields, and it's unfinished. And adjacent to St. John the Divine Cathedral Church is what they're calling a children's sculpture garden from 1985. Here's a quick peek at Columbia University.
Give me some paper. I want to read it now.
Okay.
Here's the largest mausoleum in North America. It's Grant's tomb. General and U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant. He's in there. They wanted to put him in Washington, but his family insisted that he wanted to be buried in New York. He's not really buried. I think he's above ground. And across the Hudson River from Grant's tomb is the land that produced me. The great state of New Jersey. Great people. So, just for Valentine's Day, I'm going to take you to what I believe is the best grocery store in the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, you like that, right? It's settled then. Upper West Side it is. Here it is, Zabars. Just wait and see. She really likes this Valentine's Day gift.
I want to go outside. They have Turkish furniture.
You can touch anything you like.
I hate this, but we instant.
For $11.59, you get 12 eggs. Blints. You got blintzes. Back in Ukraine.
Let me see something.
You know what I want to know? The mark of a really, really good grocery store, the best in the world, would be pine cone jam. Well, Bianca, I know you're a vegetarian, but happy
Mine.
Valentine's.
Thank you.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, here's our Valentine's Day turkey baster. Heading to Lombardis. It may not be the best, but it's the first pizzeria opened in the United States. And it's credited for inventing the best pizza in the world, the New York pizza. Holy shit, celebrity sighting. Is this Charlie of the Eddie and the Charlie Casey Christmas band?
Yes, sir.
Good, we can watch the street. This is perfect, actually. Nice.
Spices, crushed pepper, hummus and cheese.
I like crushed pepper.
Maybe some red pepper, yeah.
There we go. What do you think of it?
This is fucking great.
Is it good?
Yeah.
How much is this picture?
$32.
Oh wow, what a steal.
It's a bargain.
I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Second half, my second half of the band.
Oh, yeah.
Did you enjoy your $150 pizza?
I did. It was lovely.
2 pizzas, 2 beers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe more than two.
And did you enjoy your $150 pizza?
Oh, yes, I
2
did.
pizzas, 2 pitchers?
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And that's a good deal for New York, right?
I mean, as far as I know.
This is your town. Is that a good deal?
It's been a minute, but yeah, sure.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. The band rides again. Please ring bell. Hello, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Gia. It's my stage name.
I am Ed. Nice to meet you. I'm only here for one night. Give me a kiss. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Helene here.
I'm Ed. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Happy
meeting
Valentine's.
you.
Give me a
Happy
kiss.
Valentine's. Mwah! Mwah! The Turkish way.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. You?
I'm Ed. Happy Valentine's.
I'm you.
Give me a
Thank
kiss.
I'm like the Santa Claus of Ukrainian cigarettes. Oh, you got two. You got two. I'm very generous. You've been a very good boy. Enjoy it. Slava Ukraini. Slava Ukraini.
All right. So what do you want to know? How can we help you?
What is the biscuits?
So what's up with the biscuits here?
You know, they dip it in the gravy.
Oh yeah.
What is
I mean, I've had worse
How do you-
breakfast.
You've had worse?
Oh, yeah.
You've had worse?
I've had much worse.
It's good. I've had worse.
That's nice.
Look at you. Look at you. Now you know what $100 worth of drinks looks like. $120 worth of drinks. Cheers.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
There's my friends. I'm already spilling my $100.
So would I be wrong if I said one of your favorite things about New York are all the rats?
Yeah.
You love the rats, right?
I do like rats.
You love the
That's
rats.
not my favorite part of New York.
What's your favorite?
Because the food. I like the food.
The food, then the rats.
The rats is not top 10 for sure.
Now you know what a $16 bagel fruit combo breakfast looks like.
The new album.
Okay, so Eddie and the Charlie Casey Christmas Band. Look for our album. It's going to drop in a couple decades.
Less than that.
Yeah, in a couple decades, we're still going to have almost all of it.
A little less.
Little less.
A little less than almost all of it.
Our sound it's been described to me as Christmas, but on fire.
With chocolate ice cream. Mint chocolate chip.
With mint chocolate chip ice cream.
That's right.
So
That's right. That's the sound.
get ready for that.
Oh, you'll love it.
A needle threading a button. We're in the garment district. So we're heading to the corner where Nikola Tesla famously fell in love with a pigeon. He said something like, "And I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me."
You know what that means?
Yeah, we know what that means. So this is the corner. This is the corner right here where Nikola Tesla got along with his pigeon. So this is Bryant Park, and it's home to the most luxurious public bathroom in New York City. In 2017, it opened up thanks to donations amounting to around $300,000. So here it is, one of the most expensive public restrooms in the world, and certainly the most luxurious in New York City. As president and founder of the Toilet Club, obviously I'm gonna wait in this line for the experience of pissing in a $300,000 toilet. Thank you. Imagine a public restroom in New York. So clean, so fresh, it smells so nice. There's classical music. What a delight. Sign me up. Repeat customer. Come on. Let me show you a room full of dirt. Yeah, it's going to be a room full of dirt. $1 million worth of dirt. So it was here in Soho in 1977 that American artist Walter de Maria filled up a room with dirt and claimed his right to everlasting fame. It's a room full of dirt. Pretty cool. It's a place where the mix of smells from the streets of New York are reduced to only one. The rich smell of soil. Now you know what 140 tons of dirt on the second floor of a building in Soho looks like. They get the dirt in through a giant hose right through the window. They just spray the dirt right in there. And they water it once in a while to keep that rich soil smell going. So now we're going to Andrew Edlin Gallery. I saw on Joe Coleman's Instagram page that he has an exhibit there, a piece that he's been working on for about 5 years. And you don't know who Joe Coleman is. He's awesome. He's a Brooklyn-based, I used to call him a performance artist, but he does that as well. But he's a great artist. I had a book called The Book of Joe, and it showed the Twin Towers going down. This was before 9/11, so I'm not alone when I say he can perhaps see a bit into the future in an apocalyptic sense. That's the new museum. I guess we're in Nolita now. Amazing. Single hair paintbrush. Obviously a cell phone video won't do it justice. So that's the main piece. 100 seconds to midnight. Let's look at some elements of the other 3 he's got here. Bari. That's near from where my dad's family is from and lives. Bianca wants a donut. I want a Cuban sandwich. It's time to go our separate ways. The gelateria that's in Bari. Look, the Bari people are everywhere in New York. Here at New York University, the bust of Sylvette. Commissioned 1967, completed 1968, and it's based on a 2-foot-high folded metal sculpture that was part of Picasso's series of portraits of a French woman named Sylvette. And continuing our stroll on Bleecker Street. Artichoke Pizza, one of my favorite pizza places. All this outdoor seating shit you see on every street, that's all thanks to COVID. COVID did a good thing. It's nice to be able to eat outside in New York. What is that?
It's pineapple custard bun.
.5 Bedford Street. It's the narrowest street in New York City. It's only 9 feet wide, 30 feet deep. Sold for $3 million in 2015. Cary Grant used to live here. So why don't you tell us what we're looking at, Beloga?
Friend's apartment.
What is it?
Friend's building.
Excited?
Yeah.
Is that a communist star behind me? This is Carrie Bradshaw's apartment, Sex and the City. She's very pro-Ukrainian. Here's a bar from the 1880s, Whitehorse Tavern. It became famous as a literary niche after Dylan Thomas and other Beat Generation writers started hanging out there in the 50s. Should we go have a drink?
Somebody's in love still here. See, the rest of us moved on.
Smart. So the bartender was saying Dylan Thomas was here, got drunk or alcohol poisoning, went to the hospital. They said, don't have another drink, you're gonna die. He came back to Whitehorse Tavern. He had like 12 more double pours of whiskey. Walked out and died. So we're heading back home up to Harlem. Got to get ready for a very special Pakistani dinner with a very special Pakistani. Midwood, Brooklyn. So just 5 minutes from Coney Island. That's where we are.
You want to go to Coney Island, but there's nothing you can see there right
No, yeah, what's the point now?
Taco flavor. You're going to love this. Excited to try it, I guess, right?
And that's without inhaling, allegedly.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's it? Bianca's favorite donut is the Krispy Kreme. Every day I hear about Krispy Kreme this, Krispy Kreme. This donut is $10.95. Times Square, had to do it. Thought I could get away and not do it, but you may be tempted, but don't buy weed from the bodegas or head shops here in New York. It's all the crap California doesn't want. Filled with pesticides and mold. I don't know. A final slice? Should I have a final slice? $4 for a slice of plain. Can't get any cheaper than that. And one last bagel, and we leave Manhattan. Show's over. Heading to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, Mexico. Time to say goodbye. Hope you learned a little something. Hope you learned how to slum it in New York on $300 to $500 a day, surviving on bagels, Knish, pizza, an occasional hot dog, maybe some Krispy Kreme donuts, some Chinese. You're welcome.